good morning and welcome back to the channel. And you get us on a really cold morning. Now, me and mininube sat down last night and wondered where could we go today. So we thought Mayhill, and you know what, we woke up to have the most amazing conditions. Thick fog, blanket fog, pea super, the works, until we got to our destination. As you can see around us now, it is very clear, but what we do have, it's been a very cold night, so it's -3 at the moment, and we've got frost everywhere. So the original compositions we were looking for with lovely fog are going to change. Look, if you see just behind me over there in the distance, the snow-capped mountains, the Brecon Beacons, absolutely fantastic. So we're going to have a little walk around and see what we can find, and hopefully we're going to get some good shots for you today. Anyway, let's get going. Mayhill. If you don't know what Mayhill looks like, if you live in Gloucester or the surrounding areas of the Cotswolds, you can see this hill from miles away. It's quite strange. I think it's a little bit like the church at Painswick, where they have 99 yew trees, and every time they try to grow the 100th it dies. Now, I'm not sure if that was true, because I was told that as a lad when I came up here just a few years ago. Yeah, just a few years ago, not that old. Yeah, so yes, quite interesting, but I'm feeling it. So I haven't come far, and I spotted this. The sun's coming up quite fast this morning, and it's just touching this lovely silver. I'm a bit of a sucker for silver birch, so it's just gently illuminating the frost on the branches. So I'm going to quickly try and get this shot before that burns off, although like I say, it is -3, so it should stay around for a little bit today. Right, got myself set up on this, and I think this is going to look really nice. That light is just perfect, really is. So I'm shooting this portrait orientation. I'm at, where am I, 36, 37 mil, shooting f11 as usual, ISO 100, shutter speed of 1/40th of a second. So let's go. 2-second timer. That looks great. That looks great, because there is actually today, as you can see up at the back there is just a small amount of detail in the sky, a nice little bit of blue behind the tree. And this tree, silver birch tree, is well, perhaps 20-30 meters away from the trees behind. So I am getting that separation which I need, but a nice bit of Gaussian blur on the post in this, and this should look absolutely fantastic. So happy with that one. Now, as I said, I am a sucker for silver birches, and this one, no exception. The reason I'm taking this shot is I want to get that inversion. You can see it down below there, absolutely fantastic, but also the snow there on the top of the Brecon Beacon peaks is absolutely brilliant. So what I've done is place this one right hand side, slightly balanced out with the other silver birch on the left hand side, and then that one straight in the center, and then in the image you can see straight through to the mountains, which is going to look absolutely brilliant. So just going to fire that one off. Which looks absolutely fantastic, and what a morning, what a morning. Okay, we haven't got the fog, but we've got some beautiful conditions, so snap happy today. So before we head further on up the hill, otherwise we'll never get there, this is what I was on about. Look at this, we're just shooting this at the moment. Silver birch either side, inversion through the centre, the Brecon Beacons, caps illuminated by the sun. Amazing, amazing. How's it going over there, mate? You good?
Yeah.
Yeah. You should get another good shot, I think. We need to trek on a bit though, otherwise we'll never get to the top. But while we've got this, as it were, frozen branches, we really need to make the most of it. Right, so I hope you enjoyed those images. We're just making our way, if I just squiddle around to the top now, to that copse of trees there. And that's a bit of a rush because we thought we were fighting the sunlight, but luckily we're not. So we might go and play around there on the way back. But whew, although it's cold, I'm warming up, but I think it's coffee time in a minute, do you think?
Yeah.
Coffee time. So the conditions, as I mentioned, are absolutely fantastic, but because when we looked out the window this morning, saw thick fog, we thought, right, get the kit in the car, off we go. We've now come up here, and like I've shown you, there's these amazing inversions going on. We didn't put the long lens in. Some things you can never learn, so in the future, when I pack my kit, I'm always going to stick, even if it's just a 70-200 in, just on the off chance, because you never know. I've been caught out a few times, so note to self. Would you look at that? That is amazing. We nearly to the top, but we got distracted again, and can you blame us? Look at it. Absolutely stunning. I so wish I bought my long lens. I really do. But we're going to make the most of it. I'm going to shoot a couple, then I'm going to shoot probably a 5-6 shot pano for the second time. Hope you enjoyed my pano from my outing on my update, because that's the first time, don't tell anyone, that I've ever shot a pano before. So let's see what we can make of this. I'm really quite excited. Right, just setting up to do the pano now. Now what I'm making sure is, see these trees just down here to the right hand side? I made sure I've got separation between them and the actual snow-capped bits of the Brecon beacons. But it's just absolutely phenomenal. So here we go. Right, so that was a 7-shot pano in the end, and if it looks any good or to come out as I intended, you'll be able to see it right now. We've been walking around for a little while now. There's just so much opportunity here, but I really like what I've got over here. We've got, I don't know, 12 or so firs, and they're all quite linear in the way they're separated, and behind them obviously is the Brecon beacons with the snow on them. So I'm going to shoot this because I think it's going to be really nice. I've got really low down for this because I think that it really needs for me to be on the same level. So I'm going to shoot this one off. I'm shooting f14 so that I can get detail beyond the trees. 60th of a second, ISO 100. Currently around about 60 millimeters, so let's go. Slightly overexposing just so I can still maintain the whiteness of the snow, and that looks really, really nice. So we've been waiting for this composition for quite some time. People were sat on this bench, and it was mininube who actually noticed it. The framing of these two trees either side on the rule of thirds and the bench central. So I've taken a few different shots this one, but I'm set up currently really low down because I like the looking at aspect of it. I think that the low down is probably the best option, but I might let you see one or two versions of this image. But I've focused on the bench, and I've also focused on this left tree trunk so that if I need to, I can blend them, but I think I should be okay. It's looking really nice. I'm really quite pleased with that. So don't tell Minnie, but I think I stole it. Last image, we've chosen a composition which we're kind of stealing from someone's Instagram, a mate of ours, Thomas Keddy. So if you see this, Thomas, sorry, but we're so inspired by it we decided to come and shoot it, although I think he had better conditions than what we've got because he had it when there was thick snow. So what we've got is this little collection of thirds with odd angles. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 6 or 7, and they're really lovely arranged and a nice bit of spacing. So this is probably going to be the last shot, I think, for today, because I don't know how many we've taken because it's been that good. So I think that's going to be absolutely beautiful. As usual, this comes to the end of our time today, but I hope you've really enjoyed yourselves. We've had an amazing time. Really disappointed again for about the third time I've said I didn't bring the 70-200 or something longer to capture the amazing inversions which we've got behind us. However, we've really enjoyed ourselves. I think we've got some really good shots. Do you think so?
Yeah.
And this is the first in our series of the closer lockdown photography stuff which we have to do, because after my first update only a few days ago, we've gone from tier 4 into full lockdown, so everything's going to be local from now on. So we'll try and get footage out as best as we can. So that comes to about the end of it to wrap it up today, and we really hope that you have got some value from this. If you have, would you please subscribe and give the video a like? But more importantly than that, we really hope that you take care of yourselves and anyone close to you, and we'll see you on another vlog soon. Cheers.